Hi, everybody. Welcome to our February leader call. I am very happy to announce that Amy is off celebrating her anniversary with Gary, and that's a good thing for them to be doing. So you have to tolerate me doing this. And I appreciate your showing up, and I hope you can all keep the heckling to a minimum. I am going to hop right in to Sonia talking about the product of the month.
Okay, perfect. I learned a whole bunch of things about tangerine tonight. That is the product of the month, right? I got it right. Okay, good deal. Okay. So it is actually cold pressed from the rind. It's sourced from Brazil, and it's the oil of creativity. Just a note, you want to avoid sunlight after applying this oil because it is a citrus. Now tangerine has an antioxidant power. Like you can put it in your water or take it in a capsule for immune boost and cell protection. It's cleansing for all your organs. It's a great detoxifier. Again, take it in your water or a capsule, apply over your upper and lower abdomen for digestive and intestinal disorders, parasites, liver, or gallbladder issues. A drop under the tongue at bedtime for stress-induced insomnia. Diffuse or hail from cupped hands as well. Like, for some reason, I never knew it was good for sleep, so that was interesting to learn. Add to shampoo for dandruff. Also helps dry, cracked, and irritated skin. It can help with congestion, coughs, and asthma as well, topically and internally. Also great for arthritis and muscle pain or tension, so massage it into the area of concern. You could also, just for fun, like mix it with a mint and put it in your water to drink. I think Amy loves to put it in her sparkling waters that she makes. Um, you can diffuse it with frankincense and lavender at night to help calm a racing mind. You can diffuse it with peppermint to help you wake up. Or there is a no worries diffuser blend here, which would be 3 breathe, 2 tangerine, and 2 lime. I thought that sounded wonderful. You could also make a sugar scrub with it, which would be like a cup of brown sugar, a half cup of FCO, and 10 drops each of tangerine and spearmint. You could make the Anthropology blend perfume, which would be like 10 drops of pink pepper, Siberian fir, and grapefruit, and then 5 drops of tangerine, all in a 10 milliliter roller. Top it with FCO, of course. And when all else fails, add it to your fruit dip. So this oil is free with 125 PB this month, and it's a $16 savings.
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know if you guys noticed a few years ago, but for the Healthy Habits Kit, that's the one, right, that has all the products so you can do the cleanse, I believe. They've swapped out the lemon and added in the tangerine. So I think that's very significant. And it seems that I've heard when I've been at events with doTERRA with the medical panel that they view it on the same level as using lemon in your water. So I think that's also a fun thing. Thanks, Sonia. And then we're going to go to Laura for cinnamon bark.
Yeah, cinnamon, yum. So 10% off this month. So this is a 5 ml bottle that you're getting. So instead of the 42.67, it's 38.40 this month. But still a really important one, I think, that we've used on many occasions and for a wide range of things. I kind of have it in my like what I would call like my heavy hitters group. So when I need a little bit of extra something in a couple different categories, that's usually one that I add in as like an extra heavy hitter. So just a little bit about this one. This again is one of those spices that has been around for a very, very long time. Goes back to like Bible references. One of like the first kind of like a big trade around the world was cinnamon. So it's a really important one. It's been used for a long time, a lot of health benefits there. So this one, where doTERRA gets theirs, is from Madagascar. Comes from trees that they cut down a certain way so that the tree actually keeps growing back year after year, which is pretty amazing. I did not know that. So they're using the bark of that tree and using that to distill and make our oil. So a couple of things that we maybe are familiar with like cinnamon. It's kind of in that On Guard family. It's also in the MetaPower family. So it's had a little bit more, I think, highlighted benefits and uses in the last couple of years. But here's what we kind of know about it. It's very good for oral health. And so we use it a lot for, it's in the toothpastes, mouth rinses. You can gargle with it, use it for throat discomfort, make a throat spray. It would be really soothing. It has those like antiviral properties, antibacterial, fungal, that kind of thing. So it's really helpful to fight along with like the immune system. It's really yummy actually in a tea with some honey, maybe some other like lemon or tangerine. That would probably be really good too. And so it's helpful for that. It can be used for, it kind of has a whole long list of things that you can use it for your immune system. So anything like fungal, bacterial, parasites, infections, kidney infections, bladder infections. It was kind of used to support that process. Candida regulation, a lot of intestinal problems. So like diarrhea, diverticulitis can be used to help those, fight against those. Yeah, so again, like when we kind of already are using like our On Guard, but we want to add an extra boost, we add in our cinnamon, and it really helps into our roller or into like our Symphony of the Cells rubs. We kind of add in those extra ones. It's a great one to use for massage. It's promotes circulation, it's warming. You definitely want to probably use some fractionated coconut oil along with that one. And so like cold extremities, oh, it's like failing me right now. What's that like where your like hands turn white, your extremities turn white? Do you know what I'm talking? It's like I can't pronounce it, but yeah.
No, yeah.
Yep. So my sister has that and uses it then to like keep her hands warm, like before she goes out, and we'll just kind of keep her extremities warm that way. Good for like muscle strains as well. Let's see what else. So metabolic function, it helps support that. The blood sugar levels, that's why it's part of our MetaPower system. So it's helping maintain those levels as well. And let's see what else. There's probably a whole slew of things. This is just what I got. On like the smell and taste properties, it smells comforting, warming. It's actually found in quite a few blends that I guess hadn't thought of before. So it's in Anchor and Cheer and Brave, which I thought is really interesting for like kiddos. Those are a lot of like sometimes Anchors when I'm diffusing like around our whole family. But the Cheer and the Brave, I thought that was really interesting. It noted as it helps you be receptive instead of feeling like denied. So I think as for a kiddo, I think that's a really important thing to note. And then for the other blends that we saw, On Guard, MetaPower, Passion, and Whisper. So that kind of goes into the part where it supports like a low libido as well. I know Melissa has probably used this in a couple different recipes. Haven't you shared with us? I can't remember what they are, but you have like a couple like massage blends and maybe diffusers for the bedroom kind of a thing. It's great for there. Let's see. Tastes really good. It's safe to ingest. You can put it in a veggie cap or add it into your recipes, teas, lattes, desserts. There was a couple like marinades or rubs for meat. I thought those looked really good actually that I came across. And so that might be a new one that I'll have to try out too. Let's see. I have a couple of diffuser recipes that I can add into, but one of them was 2 drops each of patchouli, cinnamon, and Motivate as kind of like a dedicated get going working throughout the day one. An immune diffuser blend was 2 of cinnamon, lemon, and bergamot, and 1 of basil and geranium. Thought that actually sounded really good, and I'm going to try that one I think tomorrow for our girly who has like some respiratory stuff going on. And then the other one, this was your date night diffuser blend, right? Here we go. Cinnamon, ylang ylang, patchouli, sandalwood, and rosemary. I don't know about that. I haven't tried it. So there you go. Haven't tried it in rosemary. So that was like 2 of each. So there is some fun facts about cinnamon.
Thanks so much. I was thinking as you were talking that a recipe that I've used that I learned from Dr. Hill, I think it's Dr. Hill's recipe for a dry cough. Has anyone,
Mm.
does that ring true with anybody? So it's a teaspoon of cinnamon with a drop of, I'm sorry, teaspoon of honey with a
Okay.
drop of cinnamon and a drop of lemon. And
Mm,
people
okay.
swear by that. Yeah, I would make sure that it's well mixed in before you pop that in your 2-year-old's mouth. But that's supposed to really help with that.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Laura. Mur, I just had question mark for you by MetaPower. Are you good?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, totally. MetaPower Recharge. Super excited. I have some notes here too, but super excited that this is finally here. We've been waiting since September, and it's finally here. 2 different amazing flavors. Seriously, the hashtag finally people, it's amazing. But we have now in our own backyard our own electrolytes, and we're so electrolyte actually, and then some. I think it's like just an upgraded electrolyte thing. Yeah, super excited for it because we've all probably done other electrolytes, and even coconut water is a really good one, but we are just upping the ante even above coconut water. So 2 flavors, wild strawberry and lemon lime. Liquid delivery system. Super important to just remember, to shake the daylights out of it. And I guess shaking it and squeezing it and whatever activates the calcium in it. I really am excited about a lot of it, all of it actually, but the 4 different types of magnesium, one crosses blood-brain barrier. If you don't know about magnesium, you can do your research too. Magnesium is so crucial for everything, like everything. I think we just need more. I think we're all lacking. Stress burns it out, adrenals. So for the box of 30 sachets, it's $39.50, I believe. Yes, with 30 PV. So just take note of that, right? When we're doing our wellness orders every month. I just like the baobab. I think that's how you say it. It's been a while. Baobab extract, the ginseng. I mean, doTERRA's really outdone themselves. I'm super blessed from that ginseng, I said. And let me think, the ocean minerals. It says 75. I just really trust their research, and I just think this is groundbreaking. I'm finally, we don't have to go outside of our company to find really good electrolytes. Yeah, everybody's excited about that, and they're out now. Is there anything else on that one? Do I have anything after that on the schedule?
Mur, I think, your blurb at the end.
Yeah, is it the Tuesday night thing, or is it not time for that yet? Amen.
Oh, you can totally do that. I'm very flexible.
Cool. I just to let you know, Tuesday, Melissa and Amy and Marianne Ashton and I are having at Roots for local peeps. We're having at Roots Juice Pub our healthy habits. Well, I don't know what we were going to call it. Anyway, healthy happy hour, but whatever. And a sip and see. And so Melissa and Amy are teaching on one of the wellness levels. Can't remember what we call it.
We're doing digestion and movement, the first 2 on the ladder.
Yes, on the ladder, the wellness ladder. And then Marianne and I are doing detoxify. It's reduced toxic load or reduced toxicity. Super excited about that. They're going to get to do a DIY lotion thing and just sip and try the new products and MetaPower and all the other things. Not sure, but we're really excited about that. February 6th from 6 to 7:30. So this coming Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, I'm going to talk about the fact that the Healthy 100 promo has been extended. I'm really pleased because January, I thought I was just going to have so much time in January, and January it flew by. So it's exciting to me because I spend a little time with account management, kind of learning how to run some reports and get some information. I have what I need to, even wording to reach out to people. And if any of you want to brainstorm on that, I would be happy to help you, but that has been extended. So they would get the bubble diffuser, and they would get 100 next month, and order 100 next month and then 100 the following month. So just wanted to tell you about that. I also wanted to hit on the 200 PV promo, which I think is super exciting, guys. It's 3 15-milliliter bottles, Copaiba, Supermint, and Digestion. If you add those up, that's $106 free. That's crazy to me. So 200 PV promo, you're going to get those 3 oils. And if you'd order by the 5th, 15th, you're going to get the tangerine as well. So it's just like crazy to me this month. Remember that people can do 800 PV orders, which there's somebody under Julie's line that orders 800 PV with regularity. So she doesn't have to do separate orders anymore. Okay, so just some tips on that. I also wanted to point out, don't miss this. So I was looking at this. There's a limited time offer coming available on February 15th. And that is for the pomegranate cherry advantage flavor. So that is an LTO. There's no limit on it. I can see people probably ordering a lot of it. So if that's something you want, you should get on the stick on the 15th, but it's $84.50 for a package of the pomegranate cherry advantage sticks, 70 PV. Okay. Local classes, Miranda, I wanted to talk about that Laura Whipperman and Steve and Julie are also then following up in the month of March on a Saturday morning, and watch for info on that in Fierce Oilers and VIP, but they're going to be doing the 5th level of the pyramid, or the 4th level of the pyramid. I'm sorry, the wellness ladder. So I'm telling you that even though I know not everyone is in this area, but if you want to follow our advertising and if you want to know what we're doing, we're happy to share about that. I'm sure we'll give a little recap going forward, and we're happy to share. And what I wanted to tell you guys is that since like November, I've been pursuing our upline, Natalie Goddard, asking her if we could have leftovers from one of those events that her team has hosted for Reclaim Your Health. And I've just been like scripture, like knocking on the door. I keep knocking and asking and asking. And I mean, they kept saying, maybe we're not sure. And then I thought 2 days ago, I tried one more time and it was like, oh yeah, can we mail you some? And I'm like, our event, I don't think it's going to make it. So it's on its way to us. Some cute little containers, and all the things that we wanted are on their way. So I hope they get here. If they come on Wednesday of next week, I'm going to weep. But anyway, so, we can get you supplies if you want to. You can use our leftovers, or we'll do whatever we can if you want to do something on your own. I also wanted to let you know that Jerry is doing a breathing for babies and young children class via Zoom on Wednesday the 7th. And I would really encourage you to be thinking of your people who have littles and inviting them to attend. Like, the kind of education that Jerry's doing free for us costs a lot out there in the real world. Jerry is worth tons of money. I say that affectionately. She's amazing, right? So if you can think of somebody that would benefit from that, or if you even want to join it, there are going to be posts. We went live today in Fierce Oilers, and she gave a blurb, and we'll go live in VIP. And there will be the link underneath each one of those posts. Price increase we got the notification that there's going to be a price increase effective 3/1. The items that are increased will go up 5% in the price, but also in the PV. Not the same for Canada. Canada has 10% increase. So that's kind of an ouch. But the vendor prices have increased. Supply chain products have become more expensive to produce. They're trying to keep up. They're trying to keep relevant and fair. So on the 20th of February, we will get notification of what items they are. And they will also release like a PDF of price comparison, PV comparison, and some graphics for us. They want us to know that if somebody, so everyone's cart, so they'll start pushing through changes. Like, how am I trying to say this? I wrote this out so I could say it right. It'll go into effect early March after all the scheduled LRP templates are processed on the 1st of the month. For those with later processing dates, they'll get an email that if they have an item in their cart, they need to look at their cart because it's been price adjusted. Okay. Leadership is coming. If anybody wants to be involved with that, let me know. The applications for Silver Club ended, but I know that if somebody has a burning desire in their heart to get there, we can, I'm sure, make that happen. Amy asked me to remind you all to watch for emails from doTERRA. They're sending, she said, some pretty helpful things these days. So just kind of don't scroll past those. And for Empowered Success Call, it's February 5th at 6 p.m. Mountain, but we now know that it would be the Director of Product Education and Melody Watts, who's a Presidential Diamond. I really like hearing her speak. She's going to be talking about boosting your business with the newly launched Recharge, among other topics. Okay. Our monthly call coming up is bingo on the 19th. We still haven't figured out how we're going to do that. But that's on my list. We're not sure that we need a sign up sheet on that. We're just, honestly, I don't know. I've got the registration link here. I can copy and paste that, put it in for you. Yeah. Is there anything I'm missing? Is it good? Okay. I'm gonna release it over to Miranda.
All right. So and beautiful job, Melissa. We miss you, Amy, too, by the way. But this is going to be kind of like short and sweet, but I think super introspective because, well, there's two different things. No, yeah, I was going to do one. Now I'm going to do a couple. So question. This is about, I swear, this is like a year of reflection, 2024. It's really important to figure out how you see yourself. This might not resonate with you, and that's okay. You can throw it out. It's totally fine. But I feel like it's important for a foundation of identity. And why do I say that? Well, I don't know. I'm walking that journey of how I view myself. And do I have self-respect? Do I love myself? I don't think any age is too old, or I don't think it's bad at any age to really like reflect. Now, some people, some of you guys, whoever in the sound of my voice might be like, dude, I got that. I'm good. But for the brave and the courageous, I want to ask you to ponder or journal or go deeper on how you see yourself. So do I need to break that down anymore? Let me think. Basically, you could do it on a scale of 1 to 10, but I don't really like that. I just think it's like, what does the relationship with yourself look like? I think in this society, there's just a ton of self-hatred, and it's hidden with our procrastination, or it's hidden, self-hatred's hidden in perfectionism. So dudes, if you're perfectionistic or needs to be, like, there's difference of excellence and stewarding your stuff well, and then there's perfectionism, which the root is self-hatred. So like, let's not fool ourselves. But when it comes to the relationship with self, I feel like, it's never too late also to heal that relationship with yourself. But I just think that, especially in today's society with compare and despair and all the things, and again, some of you might be like further along and been like, dude, I've already, I'm off that train. But it was on my heart to talk about self. Now I'm going to take it a step further for those who want to take it a step further, but I think it just is, I won't prejudge this or, put it in different categories. My coach, I work with a therapist, EMDR therapist, and then a coach. And my coach was like, because of certain circumstances in my life, she asked a really significant question. And there's a reason I coach. There's a reason I work with a coach. She said, how do you view men? And she took it a step further and like, how do you view women? Now, let's not take this out of proportion. If there has been trauma in your life, and again, I might be shaking things up or stirring things up. I just say this with the ultimate respect and holy ground. And I understand when we're talking about but self-reflection and self-awareness is really key for leadership and all the things. Okay. A successful life, raising family, whatever, building a marriage. So when she asked, how do I view men? I was like, I'll get back to you on that one, because I have never really thought of that. And even if I did, I pushed it out of the way immediately and was like, But how do you view men? And then she's like, and how do you view women? And I was like, dude, like, it wasn't too much because she doesn't push me beyond whatever. But I definitely was like, I'll get back to you, because I got to journal about this and go inward and ask the Lord about it and pray about it. But if there's been any pain in any of those relationships, even other women, not just mom, but like, it's basically like how I view men affects how I view women, how I view women affects how I view men. So the first thing category or first whatever bubble is self-reflection, like how do I view myself? Do I love myself? Where's my level of self-respect at? How's my self-talk? It's really important to tap in that. If you want to take it further, and you don't have to because some people aren't ready to even go here, or right, and I'm not trying to trigger anyone. It's how do I view men? How do I view women? And it's just important. I feel like 2024 for some is going to be a year of really getting things cleared out in your heart. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm really unpacking that well, because I didn't go into any examples, but if there's been past trauma, even perceived trauma with men and women, or men or fathers, right, or brothers or uncles or whatever, let me just say that of what you would do about it. So for example, you can go inward and self-reflect or journal, but take walks, whatever. Maybe talk to somebody who you trust to be like, oh, how do you think I've responded? Whatever. Safe place so you can reflect. A therapist, coach, great. But I've really just taken it to the Lord and been like, how do I view men? And then it's radical honesty and radical vulnerability. Even if it's radical vulnerability with your journal, with the Father, with the Lord, if you have that relationship, or a safe, trusted friend. But radical vulnerability and radical honesty lead to major breakthrough. And it's really amazing. And when it comes to asking deep questions and journaling it out, give yourself space with breathing and deep breathing oils to grab the oils, grab all the oils, and especially the emotion oils like Anchor, or the kid one that we Brave or something like that. But how do I view men? And then just really be honest on paper. How do I view him? How do I view myself? And really just brain dump or heart dump it out. And even just be like, look for lies, where lies could be, and then true. What's the truth, right? So we're exchanging lies for truth, and there's freedom in that. So this is pretty deep. It's pretty heavy. Not many people, some might not be ready for it, but man, on this journey where I'm finding out, it's like you stir the pot really when you ask those questions. So I'm not surprised if somebody actually does this assignment and they're like, dude, like I hate everyone right now. And that's okay for a little bit, but don't stay there, right? Or you're first realizing for the first time, like, oh my gosh, I don't even love myself. Okay, well, find help, find community, whatever. So that's all I have for you tonight. And I hope that was okay.
Thanks so much, Mur. I appreciate that. And I thank you all so much for coming. I went to the team app and I did a screenshot of everything that's back in stock. And I think that's really encouraging. I think it's sometimes we lose track. I totally missed that turmeric duo caps were back in. So I might just text you all that and you can glance at it. I had somebody reach out to me the other day and they were like, can I buy Yarrow Palm? And I was like, sure. Nope, it's out of stock. So it's good to just kind of keep an eye on these things. Sorry to go back after Miranda, you did that topic. I'm sorry, just realized I hadn't done that. So thank you all. And let me know if you want to brainstorm any things, any ways to reach out, help people reactivate, maybe just have a coffee in your home, just do anything. I love brainstorming and I'd love to support you in any way I can. And if somebody needs, like, if you want to send somebody some samples and you aren't able to get them made, let me know. I'm happy to make those samples and drop them in the mail to somebody too. So of course, explaining that I'm doing it for you. So let me know. I'm here for you. Okay. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us. And we look forward to what February is going to bring. See ya. Thanks for contributing. See ya.